So I'm going to talk about change. This is the t-shirt I'm wearing. Change makes sense. Last night, some of you, probably many of you, may have seen this. It's towards in the evening. If you look to the east, you could see this. Can you see the second rainbow here? Can you? It was the first time I've ever seen such a bright, clear rainbow all the way from one end to the bottom. It's a complete circle, and my camera couldn't capture the whole thing, so I just captured the half of it. Now it occurred to me why people are excited with the rainbow. For the first time I realized when I looked at the other side, the east side of the sky, I looked at the bright, very bright, it's brighter than this, the camera didn't capture very well, very bright sunny area over the hill. And that's why actually it creates this rainbow, right? The light goes through to the drizzling raindrops and then creates this reflections and creates those rainbows. As I was watching this, I thought about you. These days I'm extremely excited to hear about your science. Lots of things are really happening as we speak, and that's exactly what we know as the insider at MIBR, we know what's going on. The rest of the world doesn't really know what's going on yet. They have to wait another year or two, and then our corporate partners will get excited because we're going to file for IND and stuff like that. And then it'll take another 5 years to see the drug on the market. It always takes longer than you think to put it on the market, but by then your father, your mother, your family, your friends will get very excited that you were the inventor, you were the scientist who created 10 years ago. So what I wanted to tell you is two things. One, I want you to have your best 10 years of your scientific career for the next 10 years with me. And that's what I wish to have. The second point I want to make is reputation always lags about 10 years behind. So don't worry about it. Your friends will recognize, hey, Mike was there 20 years ago to create IDO1 inhibitor. I didn't know that. It may take a while. Don't worry about it. It happens. This is the same slide that I shared with you last month, and some of this in color, they're coming up and they're approaching to preclinical studies and clinical studies towards the end of next year. I think we are aiming for NTFI and ZOSTA to come close to IND filing. Some of these new technologies are being cooked by some of you, and I don't have a complete list that many of you are involved. Some of this totally funky new plan that I'm cooking with the computer scientist in the background. All of this is very exciting. Today actually we heard about this, the update on IDO and update on AB604. Those are in gray at the time I made this slide because I wasn't sure of it until a month ago. This is a sort of indication, the testimonial that things are really happening as we speak. So I can't wait to hear what's going to be a month from now. And actually I know a few things are being very actively cooked, so I look forward to hearing about it. Some of this technology we are cooking, we are currently trying to make up for very new approach to promote drug discovery. So it's I asked you to have these words in your vocabulary. We want to rise up for the next 10 years. And actually, I now dare to say, we will not only rise up during these 10 years, we will actually rise above others. And I'm more confident than a year ago that we will get there. But I want you to remember this. In doing this, don't be selfish. I want you to share the fundamental philosophy of MOGAM scientists. That is, we are inventing the medicine for the people. Yes, the profit will follow. but our primary interest is to create medicine for your friends, for your neighbors, for your people, for the people. Now, these are all philosophical statements. I'm going to end with just a few useful advice that you can take home. I'm going to ask you what D and A stands for pretty soon. So to practice this discovery and innovative science, horizontal relationship is very important. It's a research culture that we are building up. And that's why I promote you to call your friends, address your friends by first name basis. And we are not used to it. I know we are not used to it. And nevertheless, that's fundamentally important culture that we have to build up. Every junior member in this room is doing just as important work as I do. We just have a different role. We just have a different task to do. I am in charge of certain things, and you are in charge of certain things. If you screw up, we don't get there. If I screw up, we don't get there. Everybody's role is equally important, and horizontal relationship depends on two things. I want you to speak out. Disagree? When you disagree, please speak out and please ask questions. So I want to promote disagree and ask questions. Do I have more on the slide here? Oops. So two sentences that I want you to take away from today. One is, when you cannot come up with how to start your response in the seminar, just remember the sentence, I disagree. Just speak it, and then you can start your discussions. So English is simple. Do it Mike's way. Short sentence, I disagree. Mike will do that next time, I'm pretty sure. Second sentence, to start a conversation with your American friends or colleagues, I have a question. Sujong did a good job. She said exactly that, right? I have a question. That's the way to open your conversation. Dongshik, what does D stand for? Over here. Not Dongshik. What does D stand for? This is the puzzle of the day. Anna, what does D stand for? What? Disagree. Yeah, disagree. What does A stand for, Dongshik? Okay, that's all it is. Any questions today? All right, have a wonderful day and good luck. Let's talk next month.